if you want, you can introduce yourself, maybe say how many years you've been farming yaks.
So my name is Kate and I am with Anchor Bar Ranch. Kelvin and I run it together and we got into yaks. Oh gosh, I think we're coming into our 7th year. I think we're our 6th year with them. And we run them alongside our, we also have beef cows. So they kind of work together with one another.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So why do we raise yaks?
So we have a smaller piece of property on our acreage, and we were looking for something that would be super efficient, that we could have more animals in one space than others. Right. So we looked into like goats and all this other stuff, and we stumbled upon yaks. We're like, wow, they're actually really cool to have around. So that's kind of how we got into them. They were a good alternative.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what products come from yaks?
We use them for their meat. So they have really good meat, but lots of people also use yaks for their milk and to make cheese. They're fiber, so people use them to make clothes and yarn and a bunch of cool stuff like that. And a new thing that is starting to be more popular is also their leather. So like to make shoes and jackets and stuff like that also. So they kind of have a lot of different purposes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Where do the yaks live?
Our yaks live out in the field, and they eat grass just about all year round. But we also in the winter make sure that we feed them their hay and stuff like that as well. So they live out in a big field.
So I was reading that yaks originally come from the Himalayas, which can get very cold. So do they do really well in the Canadian climate because it can get pretty chilly here?
Yes, they do really well. They're super hardy. They have an undercoat that is really, really thick, and it keeps them super warm in the winter. So when it's really cold in the winter, a lot of times you'll see like white or frost on the outside of them. And it's kind of like, it shows that they're very well insulated and they stay super warm. It's really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it's really neat.
So what do the yaks eat?
Our yaks eat hay. Well, they eat grass in the summer and they paw throughout the winter as well, depending on how good of a year we have for rain and stuff and how much grass there is. But they also eat hay and they really enjoy treats. So ours, we take out oats every once in a while and give them a treat when we go out.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How big do yaks get?
There is a pretty big difference between a cow and a bull. So a cow is a female yak and they are between probably 600 and 800 pounds. So they're quite small compared to other like animals like that. But the bulls are really big. So the bulls are the male yaks and they can get up to 1,500 pounds. Wow. And they can stand as tall as 6.5 feet. So they're big.
Yeah, that's very big. Wow.
Yeah, very big.
How many yaks do you guys have?
We have, I would say we have close to 20 total. We have a foundation herd of about 12 that we have on our own property here. And then we have kind of offshoots of all other things. So we've got our meat pen and we've got our calf pen and we kind of just have a lot going on.
Right.
But at any given time, we will always have our original crew of 12.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of all the questions I had written. But if you have any other yak fun facts that you'd like to share, I'd love to hear them.
What do I know? I actually have a really cool fact I just learned. Yaks can live to the age of 24, okay. And they can have babies up until that age.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, that is so interesting because that's old.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's really cool.
I guess on that note, how long does it take for like a yak to grow to like full size?
Bulls kind of always continue to grow.
Okay.
So they will just like always kind of get bigger.
Right.
And that's pretty cool. But usually for cows, I would say it's probably like 3 or 4 years old till they're like their mature size. And then bulls will just kind of consistently get bigger with the amount of like good nutrition they're getting. So it can get really big.
Yeah, that's why they're so big. That makes
sense.
Right? Okay. Well, I think that's all the questions I have. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, no worries.